We're going to delve into a topic of profound significance across faiths: the power of prayer. How do we understand this act of calling upon God, and why do we do it? The Quran speaks of supplication, and your Lord said, "Call upon me, I will respond to you." Similarly, the Bible emphasizes persistent prayer, as in Luke 18 verse 1, which encourages us to always pray and not give up. And in Jewish tradition, the Amidah, a central prayer recited standing, calls for a deep connection with the divine. So, Emma, what resonates with you most about these different perspectives on prayer? Well, Nia, thank you for that insightful introduction. What truly resonates with me is the universality of calling upon God, a thread woven through Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. It's about acknowledging a power greater than ourselves. Look, in the Quran we find, "And when my servants ask you concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation of the supplicant when he calls upon me." This echoes beautifully with the sentiment in the Bible, like in Matthew 7 verse 7, "Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." Similarly, the Jewish tradition, through prayers like the Amidah, emphasizes this direct connection with the divine. It's a conversation, a seeking, a yearning present in all three faiths. Emma, your reflection on the universality of calling upon God is truly insightful. It highlights the shared human desire to connect with something greater than ourselves. This yearning, as you rightly pointed out, is beautifully expressed in the Quran's assurance of God's nearness and responsiveness to our calls. And it's echoed in the Bible's encouragement to ask, seek, and knock, reflecting a persistent pursuit of connection. The Amidah in Jewish tradition further emphasizes this ongoing conversation with the divine. It's fascinating, isn't it, how these distinct faiths articulate a shared spiritual experience. What are your thoughts on this, Jack?
Nia, the universality of prayer across these faiths really does underscore a common thread in human spirituality. The Quran, Bible, and Torah, despite their differences, all emphasize the importance of reaching out to a higher power. In the Quran, the promise of a response when we call upon God, as mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:186, reveals this intimate relationship. Similarly, the Bible's Matthew 7 verse 7 and the Amidah in Jewish prayer reflect a shared understanding of this divine connection. This shared essence of prayer as a form of communication with God highlights a profound unity among the faiths. It's like a reminder that at the heart of these traditions lies a deep-seated reverence and longing for divine presence.
Jack, your point about the shared essence of prayer as communication with God is well taken. It's not just about asking for things, but also about nurturing that relationship. In the Quran, Surah Al-Isra 17:110 advises, say, "Invoke Allah or invoke the Most Merciful. Whichever you invoke, to him belong the best names." This resonates with the reverence we see in Christian traditions, where prayer often involves praise and adoration, and in Jewish practices like reciting the Psalms, which express a range of emotions from gratitude to lament. It's this multifaceted nature of prayer, encompassing praise, supplication, and contemplation, that truly strengthens our bond with the divine. Emma, your observation about prayer nurturing our relationship with God is quite profound. It's not solely about requests, but also about cultivating a connection through praise, adoration, and contemplation. The Quran's guidance to invoke God with his most beautiful names, as seen in Surah Al-Isra 17:110, speaks to this reverence. This resonates with Christian traditions of praise and adoration and Jewish practices like reciting the Psalms, which express a spectrum of emotions. This multifaceted nature of prayer deepens our bond with the divine. Jack, what are your thoughts?
Nia, I think the multifaceted nature of prayer you and Emma mentioned really captures its depth. In Islam, invoking God with his most beautiful names, as in Surah Al-Isra 17:110, reflects a deep reverence that is mirrored in Christian and Jewish traditions. This aspect of prayer as more than just supplication, but also about building a relationship, is significant. In Christianity, prayer often includes elements of praise and thanksgiving, like in the Psalms, which also hold a special place in Jewish worship. This broad spectrum of prayer forms, ranging from gratitude to lament, enhances our spiritual connection. It seems that across these faiths, prayer serves as a bridge, linking human emotions with the divine, enriching our spiritual lives.
Jack, your point about prayer serving as a bridge linking human emotions with the divine is beautifully put. It truly enriches our spiritual lives. The shared emphasis on reverence, praise, and contemplation across Islam, Christianity, and Judaism highlights the profound power of prayer in nurturing our relationship with God. It's not just about asking, but about connecting, reflecting, and expressing the full spectrum of human experience in the presence of the divine. I want to thank both of you, Emma and Jack, for this enriching conversation. To our viewers, thank you for joining us on Channel 41. We hope this discussion on the power of prayer has resonated with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content like this. May your own prayers bring you closer to the divine.